Good Thursday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting with Ag meteorologist Chris Schramek at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, some showers, thunderstorms, even a tornado or two rolled in through the high plains last night.
Yeah, Joe, we did have a low-pressure system that's in southeast Colorado, and it's still spinning out there today and will be the focus mechanism of more shower and thunderstorm activity later this afternoon. But we did see some severe weather that was mostly south and east of Colby and to the south of I-70 as it kind of trained all the way from Wallace County northeastward towards Logan County, Gove County, and got into a little bit of Sheridan County and southeastern Thomas County. We did have a funnel cloud that was in the Monument area, and then thunderstorms had some hail in them up there, ping pong, golf ball type size hail, and also some pretty heavy rainfall. Rainfall totals here from that activity range anywhere from about 55 points out there in Wallace County, southwestern Logan County, and then you got 2 to 3 inch amounts that were around Tribune, and then up there around that Monument area between Oakley, Monument, Winona, there along the Thomas County line. Got some 1.25 inch amounts down there with that second system that went through Gove County. 1.96 out there in the Waukene area. So that stuff kind of just set in that area in west central Kansas and produced quite a bit of rainfall. Some hail and that one tornado warning. There also was another tornado radar indicated around the Dighton area in parts of northwestern Lane County. Everywhere else, overnight showers that are now moving to the east in that Norton, Hill City, Waukene area and moving away and dissipating here this morning. We saw another 1/10 of an inch, what we saw here in Atwood, upwards to 1/4 inch in those areas that didn't pick up that heavier rainfall. It looks like these showers, like we said, are moving out of here this morning. We got that front draped across northwest Kansas, that low pressure in southeastern Colorado again. That front will be the focus mechanism for showers and storms later this afternoon and evening, and we would have the potential for maybe that severe weather once again. So that is something we're going to watch later on today. Don't see much change into tomorrow. We could have morning showers again. That frontal boundary will still be draped around the area. We could see the afternoon, evening, overnight into Saturday. And then eventually Saturday, that starts pushing out of here as the warm front, and that low moves off to the east. So there could be another round of storms Saturday afternoon and evening before we start drying out Sunday and Monday. Temperature-wise, today we're going to be probably right in the upper 50s, around 60, depending on what side of the front you're in. You got east-northeast winds on Highway 36 and places north and west of Colby. You got southeast winds to the south side of that front. And again, temperatures will be in the upper 50s on one side and could be in the middle 60s south of it. Overnight lows will be colder than what we are this morning. This morning we're starting out in the upper 40s, low 50s. Tomorrow we're going to be probably in the lower 40s or right around 40 degrees, and that'll be again Friday night. Daytime temperatures today will be in that upper 50s, low 60s. Tomorrow, cooler. We're going to be on the other side of that front. It looks like upper 40s, lower 50s, or around that 50 degrees, then back up into the 60s or upper 50s, low 60s on Saturday. Once we get past these couple days of rain, this rain potential, where it looks like we could pick up another 1/4 to 1/2 inch to the west of Highway 27, 1/2 inch to 1.5 inch amounts to the east of 27, Highway 25, depending on where these fronts set up. They're heavier to the east. We're going to see it kind of shut off Sunday and Monday as high pressure begins to rebuild back over the area, ridging out to the west. We go back to northwesterly flow. Temperatures will shoot up into the upper 70s, maybe even low 80s on Sunday. Monday, got a cool front working through late in the day into Tuesday. High pressure coming back over the area from the north and west. Looking at a high right around 70, upper 60s on Tuesday. Those 3 days look to be dry for the most part. And then we've got an trailing cold front system that'll be moving through to our north through Nebraska and the northern plains, but bringing the scattered shower and storm chances back to the area next Wednesday, Thursday. And then we got another round of activity the following week after probably a pretty decent weekend. We could see some more storms Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Hopefully that would pick up another 1/2 inch to inch of moisture along with what we get the next 3 days, and get some improvement in drought conditions greening the pastures, getting the wheat crop moving along, and getting some field work done and getting some corn planted actually through this period of the next 14 days. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Cooler, rainier 3 days, warming up Sunday, Monday. Also could be gusty southerly winds, 20 to 40 miles per hour. So where it doesn't rain, maybe up there in Nebraska, out to the west in Colorado, west of 27, we could have some elevated fire concerns with that warm up on Sunday and Monday.
Once again, that's Ag Meteorologist Chris Schromick at Decision Weather Now, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. For KYVZ Radio, I'm Joe Vazurek.